Alright you guys, welcome back once again to the channel. So if you guys have not been watching these late posts of my videos, it's totally cool. I know you guys have been busy out there, or you pretty much just lost interest, but if you guys came back, I did post a video about 2 days ago just kind of updating everybody on why I have not posted. It's been a little busy here, but you guys go into my channel. It's going to be the video before this one. It is a try not to laugh. So before I do the try not to laugh though, I just kind of explain to people again why it's been some time that I haven't posted. So go ahead and check that one out if you have not, but you know, or else you could just stay on this one, doesn't matter. But if you want to kind of get some updates, it's on that video. So just wanted to let you guys know. Alright you guys, but in today's video we're going to do a reaction. We're going to do a short horror film reaction, okay? We're going to jump back to short horror films. I really enjoy watching these, so hopefully you guys are enjoying those as well. Okay, this one here is by Alter, okay? Alter has been making some fantastic content. I've been very happy to check out their content, you guys, ever since day one. I'm always really happy to check it out and of course give you guys my thoughts right after. Okay, so this one here is called Night Shift, okay? And it is of course once again a short horror by Alter. If you guys want to check this out on your own time, you guys can click in the link down below this video and check it out whenever you'd like separately from this video. Or you can watch my reaction today and then I can give you guys my thoughts after we check this out. So before we jump into this, also you guys, I want to thank you guys once again for watching the videos and for supporting the channel. If you have not subscribed to the channel just yet and you're just kind of just stumbled into my channel, welcome. Also, I would ask you guys to subscribe to the channel and to share it with your friends. You guys let them know that we're making reactions here and we're making speed art as well, or time-lapse art. I have got a drawing coming up. I have not gotten a chance to draw, you guys, like to sit down and actually draw because of like a whole moving thing and all of that. And also, you guys notice I'm in front of a different, I got a different background. I'm still working on getting a better background, but so far I'm in a different room now. So I just, just got a house and it's all a whole process. So, it's slowed down for me a lot. Yeah, very much. It has slowed down for me, but I'm coming back little by little. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and jump into this one though, and then we're going to see what we think. Let's get scared. Oh, night shift at a diner or something like that. Always the young people causing a ruckus, huh? That's how it is to be young. Oh God, what is she gonna do?
It's on the house. Hey, welcome.
Bill is at table 8, Egypt.
Looks like they need a kick in the nuts to me. I'll get it. I'll get it.
I want you to stay right there. I really like that work ethic, though. They requested her. You can learn something about customer service from your friend here. And for Christ's sake, ditch the nose ring. You're scaring off all the locals. Goddamn metalheads.
I'll get you.
What did they do to that poor
What
guy?
do you numbskulls want now?
Aw, Cher's not about what we want. It's about what we need.
Cute.
And what I need right now is a slice of cherry pie. Pronto.
Oh, I'll make it extra special.
She kind of looks like
Just for you, Scotty.
Oh God, what's her name? That new singer that's popular right now.
Hey, can I get you anything? Just a copy.
You know, boys.
Ah, it's killing me right now. Is it her? It looks like
now
her.
She's getting tipped for being a tease. Wow.
You guys really put up with that shit around here?
I actually think it was a part of the job
It'll come.
description.
I know you guys are. If you guys are typing right now, I'm not sure,
I
but
love that jacket.
if you guys are, you're probably typing the
Always
name in the
wanted one of
comments.
those
I don't know.
myself.
But
You must be coming
probably
from a
not.
big
I
city
mean, nobody
now,
really
that's like
comments
that?
on these videos, but
so.
not very much
Just have to be
people.
From Seattle. You know, it's
Oh
actually not too
God, what
far
is
from
it?
here.
Yeah, I might as well be on the other side of the country as far as I'm concerned. I'm still saving up for wheels. You know, passing through is all there really is to do in Myrtlewood anyways. So, don't drag your heels on the way out. What is it about the men in this town that just makes my skin crawl?
Oh, she hates
It's like
men.
human decency just isn't a part of their DNA.
That's why she was looking at that girl like that, huh?
A decent interaction in urban legend around here.
Yeah, well, I sure haven't met one yet.
Not a big fan of men.
Oh, come on. How about
Can't
we
blame her
have
though. There's men
lobster
acting like
tonight?
that around her. That's
I think I know
terrible.
just the thing.
Do you really?
Already on it.
Oh, that's just really, really bad. Somebody cat calling in the back. The name's just not coming to mind. I don't know why it's bothering me now. I'm gonna have to look her up after the video. You know what?
Could just be
Let me just do it now really
one
quick. It's
place
bothering
in
me now.
Myrtlewood that's
It's, I know it's like a,
hyper-masculine bravado.
kind of reminds me of the word champagne or something. I don't know.
The Scotties and the
The,
Dales own this town. And we're just lucky enough to be living in it.
Oh my god,
Just wanna
Chappelle
get the hell
Roan.
out of here.
She looks like Chappelle Roan. Chappelle Roan, not Chappelle Roan.
Serious stars.
Chappelle Roan.
Summer's
She looks like her a lot.
over. By the time you know it, you'll be off at your fancy Ivy League university, tonguing some Delta Chi with a trust fund. And I'll be here, stuck in this armpit of a town, just like my mom.
Oh, come on, that's not fair. You know that I really have no choice in this. I mean, my parents were all Ivy like this, college that, blah, blah, blah. And you know, if it were up to me, that we would have already ditched this joint, just like we always talked about. Plus, you've been saving up for a ride all summer. You have to at least be close.
Not nearly.
It's like they're high school girls, like saving up for college, something like that.
At the diner.
Yeah, if you can resist tearing off Scotty Perkins' head.
God, he is so vile. Him and his little cronies.
That was weird.
I guess I just should have known that if you fool around with all the biggest egos in school, they'll make you pay for it for the rest of your life.
Hey, it's not your fault that Scott, the snot, can't take a little bit of rejection. If you were a guy, you would be king of the sophomore class. Those girls just need to grow up and move on.
You're right. I mean, it's been like, what, 2 years? Scotty still acts like it happened yesterday.
Yeah, the wound must still feel fresh because he hasn't been laid since.
Strike again. Dude, did I ever tell you that Scotty is like absolutely totally hairless down there?
You're kidding?
Dead serious.
So he's just like man-child through and through.
Do you remember that sophomore year when he like penciled on that mustache?
Dude, that was so embarrassing.
Tried to wash it off in the bathroom.
He was just completely straight. I mean, like, what even was that? What was it, like lip liner, eyeliner? I don't care what it was, because I need that brand of makeup, because I couldn't get my own makeup to say. You know, I bet she actually like sprayed it with Aquanet, you know, like my mom does. They keep it right here.
Wait, what? Oh. Oh, it cut her
Got
deep.
out.
That was much more wild than just some common house pet. Jesus. You gotta get this checked out or something.
Don't kill me if I hand her another bill. It's fine. It's fine.
Cheryl, you could have rabies.
Yeah.
Please. It's fine. Let's just go home. It's late.
Oh, she's definitely gonna catch something out of that scratch there. I like the contrast of the tree there. The really bright red on the tree against the blue background. That's really nice. Oh, cool. Just gave me another art idea right there.
Share?
Terrible parenting. I already tell. Not much in there.
Why are California homeowners outraged about Prop 33? Families like mine worked hard to save up for a house we dreamed about, but
Well, I feel like if you're gonna have a baby, then you have to name it after me.
Oh, I like the opening shot of her car there. Like she's saving up for the car, right? Like the wheels that you mentioned earlier.
Way! It can't be! Darcy Blake!
Tiff, Linda. Hi.
We thought you left for school already.
Oh, right. No, I am just kind of hanging on to the last possible minute.
You mean you're not dying to leave?
Don't tell me you'd rather pal around with feral Cheryl in this grease pit than ship off to your private school.
Look, I know it's kind of last minute, but there's this end of summer kegger out on Bundy's property later tonight. You should totally come.
Totally.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'll see if I can make it.
I'll
Thanks.
see you later.
Yeah.
What?
I don't want her to go.
Damn, Cheryl. I knew you liked it rough, but that's a little extreme.
Fight me, asshole.
Say, please.
She gonna be
Whoa.
their savior?
Your piercing's like
I'm
completely
already seeing that
infected.
starting to build up.
Well, do you want to take it out or something? Or...
And give Dale the satisfaction? As if. See, this is what I'm telling you. She's a weird girl. Do you remember the time that she just like barked in 4th grade? Like out of nowhere?
She only barked once.
Okay, well, once is enough. Who gave you this?
Linda Carter.
Stop.
Oh.
Are you going?
I don't know. Maybe. I thought maybe it could be something fun for the both of us.
Fun. I've spent the last 12 years of my life with these kids, and you are the only one who doesn't suck. Why would I want to see any of them ever again?
Well, that's the whole point, Cheryl. It's a chance for us to make one last good memory. Something to look back on. Something to laugh at. We're big hustlers in the city. Real cosmopolitans.
Cosmetology. It's
Fine.
cosmetology.
You owe me. Hey, you're still here?
Sure am. Decided to hang back a couple nights, ride out the lunar cycle, play it safe. You guys must know what I mean. Heart rate soar, blood pressure spikes. People tend to get a little wild around the full moon.
Oh wow.
Just-
Oh my god.
Be extra careful tonight's all I'm saying. Wouldn't want any more accidents.
Oh wow, I did
Tip,
not see
but,
that coming. I don't know why I didn't see that
the
coming.
way.
That was a
This town's already full of lunatics. Shit!
jeez. She's supposed to be the werewolf that attacked her. High blood pressure in these nights. Oh, she healed. Yeah, but there's craving blood now, I guess. Dang, that built up quick.
Darcy, you made it!
Wow, isn't Cheryl Bennett? You've seen Lost Time.
She's got the-
If you're looking for the brothel, it's in the next town over.
Wow. Thanks, Tiff. I'll remember that for the next time your dad asks for directions.
Hey,
So,
She's got the
how is
eyeliner
your
now.
dad?
The gothic look. Cat eye.
Hey. You okay? Yeah. I'm fine. I thought I saw something.
Well, like that chick said, full moon tonight. You know what's lurking in the woods.
Yeah.
The chick.
Looks like someone needs a refill over here.
Hey!
Cheers.
Really?
We're gonna rough up that arm some more. Don't tempt me. Come on, let's go. You dead now, you fucking bitch! Come on.
Cheryl? Cheryl! Cheryl, wait! Oh, Jesus, since when were you the athletic one?
Stop following me, Darcy.
But
I'm becoming something.
you just headbutted Scotty Perkins' face into a pole.
I don't know what's happening, Darcy, but I feel like I'm losing control.
Talk to me. We can get through this together. We always have, Cheryl, right? Well, then listen. I know things are changing. And, well, I know they're scary, but look, I'm scared too.
You could never understand what I'm going through, Darcy. As long as I'm here, I'll always be Feral Cheryl. That's why I'm leaving tomorrow. One last shift to the diner, and then I'm out of here for good. I'll hitch a ride if I have to, but I have to get out.
Just wait a minute. Just wait a minute. Are you just telling me that you're gonna up and leave? Just like that? What about me?
What about you, Darcy? You are already leaving me. Your bags are basically packed. In just a few weeks' time, we'll both be on our own anyways. So I'm just getting a head start on the goodbyes. Please, if you care about me, just leave me alone.
That was a weird argument, huh? Like a weird discussion. It's just like, you're leaving me, and then the other one flips it around saying, you're leaving me, without caring about me. But then she reverses and goes, just leave me alone. A little confusing there. Whoa. Now she's having like flashbacks. Oh wow. Wait, I gotta take off the
Hey, I'm calling it a night, so do me a favor and actually lock up the cash register tonight, all right? Oh, and Cheryl,
Wait, that's the gross things.
by morning. So, you know what? Never mind. Hey, Scotty, how? Holy cow! Rough night, huh? Anyway, come on in. Girls will take care of you.
Back for more?
What do you want now, Scotty?
Hey now, no need to get all defensive, girls. I'm just looking to get a slice of pie. You know how I can never get enough of that cherry pie, don't you, Cher?
Go get some air, Cheryl. I've got it. I'll get you your damn pie. But then you have to go.
Hey, Darce. Thanks for handling that.
That was not even her, that's the chick.
I'm sorry about last
the
night.
black girl.
I think I know a way you can make it up to me.
Hey!
You know, Cheryl, you've had your claws in me since high school.
Don't!
Wow.
Oh, Scotty!
I never wanted much. All I expected was a little fucking loyalty.
Darcy!
Oh no. About to turn. Oh. Is she fully turned?
Cheryl?
She's gonna start spreading everything.
Darcy!
Oh, she killed him. I thought she was gonna like spread it to like the next victim, you know?
Darcy, please. Oh my god! Are you holy? Are you okay? I'm not
What
gonna
did
hurt
you do?
I
What did you
promise.
do?
I promise I'm in control.
I do not know what
I
you're
know,
talking
I
about.
know,
don't
but you have
know
to
what
leave.
you're
You
talking-
have to leave before someone sees you with me. Please, please.
I'm in control.
If I leave now, I'm never gonna see you again, am I?
I think it's it for good this time.
Besides,
Whoa!
we're gonna need a ride.
That's the guy's body parts? How's her friend not freaking out right now? That's the big question. She's gonna take the jacket. Taking the money from the cash register. Yeah, she pretty much was like their savior, the girl. Took the ring finger off the dead finger. Could at least cleaned herself with one of the napkins. She's like, I'm gonna look cool with this leather jacket and a bloody face.
I'm so scared.
It's a missed opportunity right there if she doesn't howl.
I'm scared.
Okay.
I'm so scared. I'm scared.
What did I say? Yeah. Just realized I have the volume down. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, you guys, there you have it. That was Night Shifts. It looks like the setting was in the 80s, took place like in the 80s or 90s around there. Somewhere in the late 80s to 90s, early 90s. I'd say probably 80s, I don't know. But it looks like that was the time that it took place in, the time period. And so, you know, it involves two young women that are, looks like they're in a high school level or fresh out of high school. Yeah, like they graduated from high school and then they're trying to work and save up for college like a lot of us do, right? When we're teenagers. I mean, I've gone past that age already, but There's moments that when you're young, you're trying to, work anywhere to just start to accumulate some money and, buy everything that you want to buy, like get your favorite car, move to the city. It's usually like a small town person's dream at a young age, right? So it's definitely a very common thing that's it's been existing on a lot of people's lives. It's very I forget the word, relatable. It's very relatable to a lot of us, right? Those of us who are in a small town, who were born in a small town. And I like this whole idea that they're working at a diner, they're working a late night shift, just to collect that money. They're both very broke, and no matter how much money they make, it just doesn't seem to build up. We see like this happening through the little piggy bank that the girl has. This piggy bank that Cheryl, the character Cheryl, has, that she kind of, she's shaking it, the little pig there, and it just, you can hear like the emptiness, like the small amount of cash or the cents in the cash that she has in there. And it's just not a satisfying sound, right? No matter how much she tries to work, it just doesn't build up. And well, the whole like dream, the fact of her like leaving the town, it just seems so very distant, like it's never going to happen. And then of course we have her friend Darcy, which works alongside of her, Cheryl and Darcy, right? The two friends. And then they're just both, talking about their dreams and all of these things, trying to get away from this very toxic environment. Of course, with the men, I gotta tell you guys, I hate when I see a lot of men, like young men especially, as a man, being portrayed as a sort of a toxic person. But I can definitely understand how there is a lot of young men out there, and both on both sides. But for the most part, we definitely see like young men, catcalling or saying really perverted things and things, like touching in an appropriate way to young girls, right? So I totally get all of that, and I can see why these two characters, Darcy and Cheryl, want to leave this area, this environment. I would definitely want to as well, So, but yeah, it was kind of it was kind of unfortunate that all of these male characters were horrible people. I would at least appreciate if one of the males was a good person, but we didn't really, their boss pretty much, but he was mostly like on the side, very subtle character, just kind of made appearances here and there. Didn't seem very nice either, to be honest. But at least, he was just kind of like, he just had a few scenes and a few little things to say. But the characters that were mostly shown were the young kids, and they were all like complete jerks to these women. And, it was unfortunate to see, but, back to like the plot, what's happening here. So yeah, these girls are pretty much just trying to get away from this small town. I forgot the name of the small town. I don't think they mentioned it, or maybe they did. I just missed it. But that was the whole idea. And so, I think the story, the whole sequence of events, like the pacing of it, it's a little slow, I would have to say. So, we get this whole thing of what's happening with this girl. These young guys are harassing her at work, and her and the Fred seem to like Darcy. They're like putting things in their food and their drinks to kind of get back at them and all of that. And I get all of that, So, but that's happening, and so we get this visitor, this customer come in. This black young woman she's very gothic. She's got all this punk rock look to her. And she's definitely from a dark type of environment, right? Really really like punk rock, gothic, type of environment. So we get her, and then so the waitress Cheryl, she gives her a look of like, I thought she like fell in love with her or something, because she gave her a look of like admiration, or I couldn't tell if it was admiration or like she was having feelings for her. So, but I was definitely like, okay, well, I can tell this Cheryl character, she hates men, and she's tired of the men around there, and maybe she's just falling for a woman now. I don't know, but that's what I was kind of getting at. And then but we don't get much of this character that comes in, so I was just kind of wanting to get a little bit more insight on this character, this other lady that comes in, this young girl that keeps coming into the diner. And she comes at least twice, I think, or three times. I think it was twice or three times. But it's very brief, her appearance. So the first time she comes in, we kind of get a back and forth with them, and she gets interrupted by the manager or the supervisor or whatever, to the, hey, like this table's waiting for you, And so the conversation ends there. on their way out that same day, she like all of a sudden gets attacked by this mysterious creature that comes out of nowhere. I would have again loved. I mean, I get that these are short horror films, but I think that when it's very sudden, there's no build up to it. There's no explanation to it. It's like, but what I mean by build up is like it would have been nice if they showed something watching her from outside or something lurking in the woods. Like we can get a perspective of this creature beginning to emerge, you know, like starting to make its appearance. But no, all of a sudden it's like these young girls are, you know, they're getting out of the diner, their shift is over, and then they're getting their bikes ready to go or whatever. And then all of a sudden this thing just comes out of nowhere, and I was like, is this a dog? What is this? I couldn't tell because there's a lot of close-up shots. So I was like, okay, well, this thing attacks her, leaves, you know, a scratch on there, and I was like, okay, well, she's definitely gonna catch something. And you hear her friend Darcy say, hey, you're gonna catch rabies. You need to go to the hospital. And she's like, forget it, I'll be fine. So, you know, we move on from there. And then, of course, she comes home to her mom. You know, the mom is clearly a parent it's horrible. You know, I can see too how during this time period, like, parents were not very great. They were involved in a lot of, like, you know, substances like drinking and smoking and all of that. And it was just, out of control. But so anyway, I noticed that. Anyway, like we continue, you know, going back to the diner scene, and she goes back to there. Well, actually, hold on. Yeah, we get the diner scene again, and then this girl shows up again, brief appearance, and then all of a sudden she literally says, like, she makes it super obvious. I mean, it totally got me by surprise, yes, but she makes it obvious that she was clearly this thing that attacked her, the werewolf. You know, we finally know that this was a werewolf at night, a person that turns into a werewolf. And so when she says, like, oh, you know, like, you know how these type of nights get, you know, the high blood pressure and all of that, then the girls start looking at her kind of strange. But she pretty much gives it away like, oh, you know, I'm a werewolf. I'm not a regular human, right? So no regular human talks like that. But yeah, so, I mean, I was like, okay, yeah, we get it. She's the werewolf and all of that. So that was pretty much it from her. And then the guys continue to be jerks to her. And eventually the friend... Darcy gets invited to this party, you know, when we kind of get a scene with her interacting with some of her old friends from high school, and they invite her to a party. And so, you know, eventually she tells, what's her name? Cheryl. I want to say Ashley all the time. She tells Cheryl about the party. Darcy tells Cheryl about the party, and eventually they both end up going to the party. Okay, so of course that is the second time before the party that we get this, you know, the scene from the black young girl that keeps coming in. That's it, you know. And so you know, she was pretty much just there to say, hey, I was the one that bit you there. I'm about to change your life. I'm pretty much the reason that your life is going to change. You know, she's like the savior. I was looking at this character as like their savior from this type of environment, their only way out. Okay, I can see, you know. This was very female focused. I mean, I got to be honest here. I can tell right away, like the heroine, right? I can see this. Come back against men, all that kind of stuff. Definitely, I'm not gonna, you know, try to sugarcoat it. I can see this in this film, but I'm still enjoying it, and it's okay, you know. So I mean, we see these girls go to the party, and then once they're there, these guys again, they are more jerks than before. And they pour beer on this poor girl, embarrass her in front of everybody. All of I guess this was like an ex-boyfriend or something, that kid with the long hair, which I thought it was a girl in the beginning. But we get them, you know, to come into the scene again, and they're complete jerks. They pour beer on her, and so she obviously gets set off there and headbutts the guy, and so, you know, runs into the woods. And right here, okay, when she's running away after that, like, conflict that she had with the guy, she headbutted him, and the guy got angry and started cussing at her. She runs into the woods, right? We have this whole moment of like confusion, you know, like a rebirth, but at the same time uncertainty, like, oh, I don't know what's happening to me, this is crazy, right? You know, first thing we do is run away, and people are behind, like, wait a minute, and everything's just happening so fast, right? So we get this sequence happening where Cheryl runs into the woods, and then the friend Darcy runs behind her, and eventually Cheryl stops, Darcy catches up to her. And we have this sort of argument between them both, where I was really confused there, because the dialogue there just was like circling around, you know? And it not only that, but it seemed very sudden. Like Cheryl knew that this thing was happening to her for a while. but she just kind of like acted normal towards it. Like we see the scene where, you know, after she meets the girl again, the black girl that comes in the diner, she sees her again. You know, she cuts her hand, right? And then she goes into like the storage room, and she starts all of a sudden eating this raw piece of meat, you know. But then it's just over from there. It's very like they're very subtle, these little scenes that are building up. So when we have this character Cheryl say, "Oh, I don't know what's happening to me. I can't control myself, or I'm losing control." I mean, I wish we could have dug a little more into that because it seemed very surface level. But maybe because of the timing and all of that, we kind of had to jump into it. So I think the pacing in the beginning of the film affected the plot, like the climax of the film, because it took a while to get to that. So I think that was the problem here, the issue. I would say, on my opinion, you know. So I think that affected the film later on. So we get this character that's now saying, "I'm losing control. I don't know what's happening," and then we get this back and forth about now like, you know, "You're leaving without me." You know, Cheryl tells her friend, "You're pretty much packed up," and all of this stuff. Well, actually, you know, her friend brings it up first, saying, "You're gonna leave? You're gonna leave me?" Because Cheryl starts talking crazy, like, "Oh, just one more night shift, and I'm gonna leave the town," and all of that. And then her friend says, "Well, you're leaving without me," and all of this. And then we get we get Cheryl now saying it back to Darcy, back and forth, like, "Well, you're leaving without me too. You're pretty much packed up," and all of this. And then now she just kind of reverses it and says, like, "You know what? Like, I just don't want you to talk to me. I want you to leave me alone now." All of this was just so sudden. Like, everything was just so quick. Like, I think that this is potentially meant to happen, but it just happened so fast. It felt really rushed, is what I'm trying to say. Like, the whole thing there. And so, she runs off or whatever, and that's pretty much it. Later on, I think this is the last scene. I'm almost at the end, you guys, I promise. I like to kind of go through the story because it gives me a clearer perspective of it. So, they get back to the diner, and then we get this guy coming back again. You know, they're about to close. The old boyfriend comes in, and he wants a pie, you know, and he's still being a jerk. I don't even know why. I thought he was going to be there to apologize or to be like sincere. "I'm sorry I've been a jerk to you," you know, all of this. Nope. He's just like, "Oh, you know how I like that pie," and all of that. He still decides to be a jerk. And then on top of that, like, you know, we get the character Cheryl, the main character here. She steps outside for a smoke because her friend tells her, "Hey, you know, go outside, take a break," you know. And so she goes out there and she's taking a break. And then this guy decides to go out there and try to rape her, you know, like try to force himself upon her, and says, "Hey," you know, like obviously trying to get her to respond to him and all of that with that. But I was just like, I don't know what like this is where the problem it is. Like, when these types of films come up, like it's like if like the male characters, they don't have a brain, they don't have a conscience, they don't have feelings. So like this character was just like thinking about that the entire time, and there was nothing else he could possibly think of. So I mean, that was horrible to watch, but this character obviously got what he deserved. You know, he was being a jerk to this woman, and she, he even knocked out her friend when her friend was trying to help her. So then, Cheryl, she headbutts the guy again, or pushes him or whatever she pushes him into the wall, and then starts to turn into a werewolf. I thought the whole scene where that was starting to happen, where she was turning, was good. I like these, you can tell the prosthetics and all that, like the budget, but it was still really good the way it was being captured. I think though the ultimate result was a kind of a letdown, and I can see how simple the transformation was. She didn't really turn into a complete werewolf like the first encounter she had with like what actually looked like a dog, like type of werewolf or a dog. She just still looked really human, and she still had like the her like a regular look on her. The only thing that changed was the claws and like a little bit of her nose, like the mouth and the nose and a little bit of the eyes there. But it was still, the shape of her face pretty much. And then, we get very vivid, kind of shots of their face because they're very dark and all of that. And yeah, I can see why, because prosthetics were not, it's like she wasn't fully a werewolf like a lot of us expected her to be. And I don't know, it was a little bit of a letdown to me, But she turns, and then she goes and approaches the guy, or what is it, like rushes towards the guy, bites him, and that was it. You know, pretty much she kills him. And then the friend comes out, and she freaks out. I mean, it's a natural thing to do. She freaks out when she sees, like, you know, her full of blood and the guy's body parts. But it's very temporary. Like, it's very, very subtle, because immediately she totally, like, is down with it. And then she's cool with it, and then she's like, oh, I'm in control. It's okay. I'm in control. And then she just kind of starts to, like, you know, like her, like, oh, cool, like, you know, and then they're just like, we should just totally get away from here, you know? And the friend here, like, rather than trying to process what the heck is happening, she just saw her friend turn into, like, half of an animal, you know, like, or subtly, you know, into some kind of beast, like something inhumane, right? And, you know, in a matter of minutes, she's totally just down with her, you know? And that's what threw me off completely, because I was like, well, there's really no, like, it's not very immediate. It seems very, like, you know, lightweight to me, everything that's been happening here, because it just, at the end, I felt like they had to rush everything because of the long introduction, you know, the slow pacing in the intro. So I think that was the issue, but in the end, it definitely felt rushed to me. And, you know, she's definitely down with her and all of that. And then they go into the diner, they take the money. And then the black girl that we kept seeing in the beginning, she just leaves her jacket there, and I think it's just a jacket. And then the girl just goes in and takes it like, oh, it's, you know, it's I'm the next one in line. It's mine now. I'm cool. You know, I think that made absolutely no sense, or I thought that didn't make any sense. I think it would have been cool, because I loved how the main character, like the girl, I love how she looked at the end. Like, she had the bloody look, she had the gothic look, like the cat eye going, the dirty hair, the blood, you know, and then she had the jacket. That would have worked very, very good if the pacing would have been better. So I think the issue here is the pacing, you know? And again, this is a short film that I'm critiquing. It's not a full-length film, but even in a short film, things can feel really rushed. And they did, you know? So I think that just definitely felt a little empty at the end. It definitely felt like she did not earn that. And neither did the first girl that we saw, the black girl that we kept seeing in there, because we didn't even get to know her. We didn't know where she was coming from. We didn't know how the heck she got there. We didn't get some kind of background on her, like no conversation with her, like nothing. And then maybe a little small conversation, but it was not enough to get to know the character. So I think that was an issue there. And then we get the main girl, Cheryl. She just gets the jacket and she's good now. She's good to go. And then, of course, they take the money and they leave the small town. Okay, so this whole thing about leaving a small town too, it's pretty common with the young teenagers, you know, like I want to go live my big dreams. I want to go in the city. I want to, you know, all of that. So that's definitely believable. I love how they put that into the story with these young girls. You know, of course, in real life, none of that really happens. Like, for the most part, it's a very low chance. You usually just stay in that town until you get older. I've seen, you know, I've been in a small town for almost my whole life, and I've seen people that are graduated from high school in the small town still around, you know, like married with kids or whatever, you know. But I've still seen them around. Like, none of them, I mean, I'm pretty sure me and all of them, just like myself, had big dreams of going into the city and all of these things. But then in later on in life, we realize how busy the city life can be, how how chaotic it can be, how polluted it can be, and all of that, and expensive as well. So a lot of the times people would rather live in small towns, you know, so it's not as bad as they make it seem in these films, you know, like where it's horrible there's no future there. There's definitely things to do in a small town. There's definitely ways you can make that town grow, right? Just wanted to put that out there, you know. But yeah, you guys, you know, so, but I love how they did that with the teenagers, you know, the whole escaping dream and all of that, getting away from there, going to the big city. But just the way that this happened, it didn't work for me. It just didn't work for me. I think when the attack started to happen, I was engaged. I was into it. I was like, okay, something's happening. It's building up. But then we just kept going back to the diner. And then all of a sudden we just get just the one transformation at the end, which it would have been enough if it would have been executed better. But it wasn't. It felt really short, really rushed. And the transformation was small. It wasn't like a full-on transformation. So, you know, this was just my honest thoughts, you guys, you know, so I don't want you, people that have made this film to get, you know, to think anything bad or whatever that I'm saying bad about this film. I just give my honest opinion on it. And I just thought it needed more a better pacing with it. You know, better pacing and more character development. We got enough of the girls from the diner. We needed more of like the character that's actually the werewolf in the beginning, and you know, just to kind of connect them both a little more. So we needed more interaction with those three characters a little more, and that would have been enough, you know. But anyway, you guys, those are my thoughts. I loved, one thing is I love the music in here. The choice of music was very good. It was enjoyable. I'm a huge rock fan, so I love that choice of music. The environment also, like the setting was great. It definitely felt like a 80s 90s vibe with the diner and like the hairstyles and the music, and the clothes, you know, the look of the clothes, the hairstyles. I just said hairstyles. The lighting, the dark lighting felt good. There was a scene where the main character, she gets she gets lit up with this red light as she's in the dark outside. You know, even like there's another area that gets lit up with the red light. I think it's like towards the door of the house or something like that. And it was fantastic. I was like, oh man, I'm thinking of an art piece from, you know, using these color combinations. I really love that, to kind of make a character stand out. So, you know, great job on that, you guys, for catching those moments and for getting good lighting on there, and the color grading. Well done, well done. I think everything else worked. The only thing was the story, the pacing of it, and the character development. The dialogue too could have been a little better, but it wasn't too bad. There was just some scenes where the dialogue definitely fell flat. It felt like they were acting. And I wish it could be a little bit more believable there, but you know, I guess from watching so many films, I really pay a lot of attention to that and see how well I can believe these actors. You know, that's just the way I watch it. So this is what I thought about it, you guys. That is my very long review of this film. I'm sorry if it was so long. You know, I can get really passionate about these things. But enough of that, you guys. Let me know what you thought down below. Leave your comments down below. If you liked this video, if you enjoyed my reaction and my thoughts, you don't have to agree with me. If you don't, it's all good. You guys can leave a thought that you guys disagreed on with me, or something that I missed. You guys can point it out in the comments. I will definitely be glad to read it, you guys. So thank you so much for watching this with me, and I hope you guys have a good day. All right, peace.